Chapter 1. A Ticket Out. Nam grew up in a quiet farming village tucked between green rice paddies and misty hills. His family, like most in the village, lived simply. No internet, no refrigerator, and electricity only on good days. But Nam always carried something powerful in his heart, a dream to study in the city and lift his family out of poverty. When the university acceptance letter arrived, the whole neighborhood gathered. The envelope, marked with the bold seal of the Polytechnic University, felt like gold. His parents beamed with pride. That night, he couldn't sleep. He whispered, "I won't let them down." Preparing for the journey was a community effort. His mother folded his clothes and sewed lucky red thread into the hem. His father gave him a small bundle of cash, savings from several seasons. Local vendors gifted soap, eggs, and a bamboo charm. Even his teacher came by with a used English dictionary. The bus came early the next morning. As Nam stepped aboard, his mother hugged him tightly. "Don't forget who you are," she said. The city was waiting. City life hit him like a wave. Skyscrapers, motorbikes, neon lights, everything was fast, loud, unfamiliar. It took hours for Nam to find his dorm. His room had 4 bunk beds, a fan, and a view of the busy road. A note on his bed read, "I'm Kwa. Let's survive this together." That night, the city buzzed while Nam lay awake. His journey had begun. Chapter 2. The First Fall. Nam's first lecture hall was bigger than his whole village school. Professor Lan introduced Engineering Physics 1, writing formulas faster than Nam could read. He scribbled notes, but terms like kinetic friction and differential equations made his head spin. Halfway through, the class switched to English. Others nodded, typed, understood. Nam felt left behind. After class, while others went to cafes, Nam looked for work. He became a cleaner by day and a street vendor by night, shouting, "Hot buns, 2 for 1, in broken English. His routine? Study in the morning, work all evening, read under street lights. He pushed through. Then midterms came. A rainstorm flooded the dorm, soaking his notes. He dried them as best he could, memorized what he remembered, and took the test. When results came, 58%, his hands trembled. That night, he skipped work and sat alone under the stairs. "Am I really meant to be here?" he asked himself. Chapter 3. Tools of Survival. Nam's hope came from an unexpected friend, Mrs. Tu, the kind university librarian. One afternoon, she saw Nam struggling with wet notes and gave him a cassette recorder. "Listen 3 times a day," she advised gently. Nam took it seriously and soon found his listening improved. His days became a careful balance, morning classes, cleaning hallways, then studying while listening to recorded lectures at night. His grades began to rise slowly but surely. For the first time, Nam smiled in class. Even a professor remembered his name. Nam's life was still simple, instant noodles and quiet nights, but now his mind was stronger than ever. Chapter 4. Building Firefly. One day, Kwa excitedly waved a flyer about a software contest. Prize, free tuition. Nam's eyes lit up. They formed Team Firefly. Nam focused on logic and coding. Kwa designed the app interface. Their project? A physics learning app for rural students. They coded late in stairwells, arguing over every line of code. At the final moment, the app crashed. Panic! But Nam rebooted just in time, submitting the app seconds before the deadline. They won second place, enough to pay tuition and buy textbooks for their village school. Celebrating with banh mi and milk tea, they felt like winners. Chapter 5. The Cost of Sacrifice. Then came a crisis. Nam's father fell seriously ill. Hospital bills piled up. Nam sent all his savings home, worked more shifts, and ate one meal a day. Exhaustion became his new normal. One afternoon, he collapsed in the cafeteria. The school nurse was angry, but Professor Lan arranged a small scholarship. "You have to survive if you want to study," she said firmly. Nam wrote a new rule on his bunk: sleep, study, survive. He followed it like a law. Chapter 6. Real-World Errors. In his third year, Nam interned at Robodynamics, a tech company. His first robot crashed spectacularly, causing laughter. Instead of quitting, Nam stayed late to fix the code. Weeks later, the robot moved smoothly. The CEO praised his grit and offered a part-time job. Meanwhile, Kwa's family faced financial trouble. Nam helped them budget, moved in with Kwa to save money, and tutored him. "We graduate together," Nam promised. Chapter 7. The Mountain Children. On weekends, Nam joined Mrs. Thu's volunteer group to teach children in remote villages. He brought broken electronics to demonstrate. The kids' eyes shone as lights flickered on and motors spun. Nam saw his own childhood reflected in their wonder. He used simple tools to explain electricity and circuits. On the way home, he realized education didn't just change individuals, it transformed whole communities. Chapter 8. The Storm Returns. Winter break brought disaster, a super typhoon. Nam rushed home to find destroyed roofs, flooded fields, and exhausted parents. He spent days repairing radios, building walls, and comforting frightened neighbors. When the family's buffalo returned, it felt like a miracle. Nam realized how fragile life was, and how vital communication could be in emergencies. He dreamed of a cheap flood alert system for every village. Chapter 9. A New Invention. Back at university, Nam turned a storage closet into a small lab. He scavenged parts from old phones and discarded batteries. His goal? A low-cost water level alarm. Many attempts failed, but he kept soldering late into the night. Finally, the device beeped at the right water level. Simple, small, and life-saving. Chapter 10. The Final Test. For his thesis, Nam presented his flood warning system in front of professors and students. Wearing a borrowed tie, he explained, "Villagers can't afford expensive devices, but this one uses what they already have." He poured water into a transparent box. The alarm chirped. Applause filled the room. Nam graduated with top honors. Chapter 11. Back to the Roots. Nam returned to his village not with pride, but with purpose. He installed his devices, taught teens to fix them, and held workshops in nearby districts. Together with Hua, they launched a non-profit. Old classmates donated parts, alumni mentored rural students. Technology was no longer foreign, it belonged to them. Chapter 12. Climbing Never Ends. Years later, Nam balanced his lab work in the city with trips home. He published articles, but never stopped teaching in bamboo classrooms. One morning, a nervous freshman arrived at the dorm. Nam handed him a cassette recorder, saying, "Repetition is a secret staircase." As dawn painted the sky, Nam knew the mountain was not a burden, but a path worth climbing again and again. Thanks for watching. Take action today, not tomorrow. Press subscribe and let's keep learning together. You're doing great. See you in the next one. Stay strong.